I am not a shiny hunter, but in the course of 4 years, I have gotten a couple shinies that I'm gonna talk about today. I will talk about them in the order that I got them in and a little story on how I got them. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. The reason why I came up with this video was pretty much I caught a shiny Pokemon the other day and I was like, this is gonna be an awesome topic. It's not gonna be a long video. Honestly, maybe 8 minutes top if I'm being honest. I don't have that many Pokemon. I have like 9 shinies. Now, before we start, I don't have a 3DS or DS that has a capture card. So I'm gonna put like a really bad photo right here and it's just gonna stay on screen the whole time while I talk about it. And don't judge the picture quality, okay? I know my phone is butt, okay? I don't need to hear it. With that, let's go ahead and get started. Starting off with the first shiny Pokemon I ever got is a Zigzagoon in Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. And this one was on complete accident. Pretty much in Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, there's this mechanic called the Dex Nav. And pretty much it will show you all the Pokemon that are in the area. And once you hit search, you pretty much look out for your surrounding area to see if there's a shaking patch of grass. So I was pretty much doing that with Zigzagoon because I realized that they could learn cool moves. So I was wondering what Zigzagoon had. And maybe in my 5th or 6th time doing it, I got a shiny Zigzagoon and I was losing my mind. And my brother was looking at me crazy because he was like, what the heck? What's wrong with you? Why are you so loud? Yeah, it's my first one, but honestly, I felt like I should have been more hyped than I actually was. But it was still pretty cool. Alright, on the number 2. The next shiny Pokemon I got was, that's right, another Zigzagoon. But this time, it was the Galarian Zigzagoon, so this is what made it even cooler. Now, unfortunately, I don't have it as a Zigzagoon anymore. I fully evolved it into an Obstagoon, and I don't regret that decision. And plus, look at it. You can't tell me it does not look cool. Look at that. It's awesome. So this one was like full odds, and yeah, I was literally just going down a route near the Galar mine, I think the first one, and I was literally just running around the area just trying to level up, and then just boom, out of nowhere, a shiny Zigzagoon pops up. That one, I was losing my mind, like completely, because just how cool it looked. Now, I didn't really catch it in like a special ball or anything. I know a lot of people like to match the ball with how it looks, but honestly, I could care less. You know, maybe if I shiny hunt more, I probably could see myself doing that. But since I don't, I just caught it in like whatever ball. Third Pokemon on the list is Starly. So I was playing Pokemon Arceus on my personal account, and I was just pretty much trying to complete the Pokédex. Like, not just get it to 10. Like, I wanted everything checked off. I just remembered that I was grinding a certain Pokemon because sometimes some of the Pokemon you're supposed to use a move a certain amount of times. And yeah, I was just going around like the really early routes and just smashing everything. Where I hear that sparkly noise and I'm like, yo, what the heck was that? And then yeah, sure enough, I found a shiny Starly. And yeah, that was pretty dope. Not much else to say. It was just a cool find. But I will say number 4 was a huge surprise, being Luxray. So again, I'm playing Legends Arceus. I'm going around and completing the Pokédex like I just said earlier. I remember this one specifically because I was trying to complete everything for Graveler, and I was over there wiping Luxios and Luxrays like there was no tomorrow. And if you know what area I'm talking about, there's like a little path that leads to a lake, and you can find like 1 or 2 more Luxrays there. So I went back there, you know, I just like wiped the floor with them, and then while I was coming out, I hear something sparkly and I turned to the left. And boom, there it was, just like a shiny Luxray. It looked so good. Unfortunately, I don't have that recorded, but it was still super cool and by far one of my favorite shinies of all time. And I know it's a bit basic because, you know, everybody has like a shiny Luxray. If you play like Diamond and Pearl, you can get like a shiny Shinx and then just fully evolve it into a Luxray. But imagine how cool it is to find a Luxray fully evolved, roaming in the wild. It was amazing. Now, the 5th shiny that I got, I did catch on camera, but unfortunately, I don't have the footage, but it is on my TikTok, and if I pop it up here, you'll be able to see it, but if not, well then I just look really dumb right now. But I just remember being in the area where you could find like Scythers and like Psyducks, Veneries, and I think you could find like an like an alpha low punny or something. But I was around that area, and I swear it was just right there. It just shined like it always does. You know, I look around a little bit, and boom, a shiny Wurmple. Now, normally I wouldn't be hyped because it's a Wurmple. You know, it's just like a basic Pokemon, and I'm not that much of a fan of Wurmple, but a shiny purple Wurmple, that's just undefeated. Like you can't beat that. So yeah, that was pretty cool, and hopefully I was able to pop it up here, and if not, then I'll just show you like a regular picture, or maybe I already did show you a regular picture, but yeah. 6 on the list is Staravia. Now this puts it in a special place in my heart because Gens 5 through 2 are by far one of my favorite generations. 4, I'm kind of a bit iffy if I'm being completely honest. Not sure if I'm like a fan, but it's definitely up there. Now Diamond and Pearl suck balls, but Platinum is where it's at. But this is not what we're talking about here today. So I was pretty much just trying to complete the Pokédex for Diamond and Pearl. And by that, I just mean exclusively Diamond and Pearl Pokemon. So I went to the Pokemon Mansion to talk to the dude to hopefully find an Eevee. But I didn't know that at the time, so I thought you could just run in the grass and just like find one. So that's what I did. So I pretty much was running in the grass looking for Eevees. But all I was finding was like Pichus and, you know, just like whatever stuff that's normally there. And then out of nowhere, just like a random Staravia pops up, and I was freaking going crazy. Because this is the first time from Gens 2 to 5 I actually got a shiny Pokemon. So I was, this one really holds a special place in my heart. Not only that, I spent like $80 on getting this diamond copy. And the worst part is, it didn't come with no case or manual. It came in like the little orange envelope you get at like GameStop, if you know what I mean. Like the cartridge is stained too, but yeah, still really dope though. Still really dope. What was I talking about? I just forgot what I was talking about. Holy cow. Wow, well, I really hope that I talked about everything I wanted to talk about, because if not, this is embarrassing, because I'm going to keep it in because it's funny. Number 7 on the list, Lechonk. And I might have footage for it, so if I could find it, I'll definitely show you. But if I don't, then again, I look dumb again. And honestly, this is probably one of the more forgettable ones, because I don't really remember how it happened. All I know is that I was like in the early routes and just like a shiny pink Lechonk appeared. And yeah, that was pretty much it. I'm pretty sure that was like another full odds. Most of these are full odds, if I'm being completely honest. Like none of these I got intentionally, besides one that I was gifted. Moving on to number 8, and the sole reason why I'm making this video is Patrat in Pokemon Black and White 2. And this was by far the coolest things that ever happened to me. This literally happened like 2 days ago, and it's like the sole reason why I'm making this video. So I had just beat Pokemon Black and White 2, and I was over there just catching Pokemon because I wanted a shiny charm. Because like eventually I wanted to like shiny hunt a Pokemon. And while I was collecting all these Pokemon that I needed, like I kid you not, I was literally thinking, how cool would it be? While I was catching all these Pokemon, I got a shiny one. Like, it didn't matter what it was, I was just gonna get a shiny. And kid you not, like 30 minutes later, I got a shiny Patrat. And just look at it, it's freaking blue! How can you hate that? How can you hate that? Now it's time to go to number 9 and our last Pokemon, Bellibolt. Now, I got this Pokemon from a good friend of mine. Now, if I remember correctly, and I hope I am, I got this as a birthday present. When I was still able to stream, I pretty much was just doing a regular stream, and you know, it pops up and says, hey, what do you want for your birthday? And I was like, you know what? I don't want nothing. You know, I want nothing. I really didn't. You know, just popping up was more than enough for me. But he insisted, and I eventually caved in, and I asked for this Bellibolt. It actually started off as like the first form. I forget what it's called, but yeah, I just evolved it into a Bellibolt, and it's super dope. And by far my favorite Pokemon, because I'm pretty sure I asked for this specific Pokemon, and it took a couple weeks, if I remember correctly. And I just remember him talking about like how hard it was and sucky it was that he just could not find it. Yeah, I just like really appreciate it, and you know, thank you so much for doing that for me. Unfortunately for me, and this is probably the suckiest part about it, is that I actually don't like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So I actually like restarted the game a couple of times, but I did put all the Pokemon that he's given me for like version exclusives and the shiny Pokemon he gifted me into Pokemon Home. So I still have all the stuff, and like here it is, or like just the whole screen in general. I refuse to start a new account without putting this stuff somewhere safe. I really can't explain like how thankful I am that he really took a lot of time of his day to do this for me. So, you know, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And with that, that is all 9 shiny Pokemon that I currently have. If you watched this whole video and you haven't subscribed and liked the video, what are you doing? And with that, I hope you have a wonderful day. My name is Dion, and until next time, see ya.